What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, we're here in Horsham, Pennsylvania to head over to AWE and finally pick up my C8 Corvette Z06 after getting the AWE exhaust. I am super freaking excited for this because I miss my car. As weird as that sounds, I miss my car. And I've only been without it for about 2 weeks, and I feel like I need it. Anyway, we're gonna head out to the car and I'm gonna show you just how close we are to AWE. And guys, this is our chariot for the day. Nice, listen to that cold start. Obviously we were in a Toyota Highlander. It's actually a pretty new Highlander, but either way, this is our chariot. And I wanna show you guys just how close we are to AWE because it's literally right over there. I could have walked. I could have definitely walked, but we got to return this rental anyway, so I figured I'll drive it over. Also, guys, there is a subscriber that is possibly meeting us over there. So his name is Benjamin. He should be there to meet us here in a second. So here I am pulling out of the spot here. This is a pretty nice little hotel here in Horsham. I know it's kind of a weird name, but yeah. So right there is AWE. That's how close we are. Like I said, could have literally walked, but we're about to go see our baby up. And actually there's Benjamin over there with his red C8. I can see him right there. We'll talk to him in a second. But here it is, guys. We are at AWE headquarters. Freaking awesome stuff, guys. I cannot wait to see this car. I feel like I haven't seen it in forever. So guys, this is Benjamin. He just got this car. This is basically...
What's up, Justin?
How you doing?
That's the guy responsible for me to get this car.
Oh, yeah?
To get a second job.
Really?
Absolutely.
So he told me this is his dream car, guys. And that is a really, really beautiful spec. I love... The red and black goes together so well, and the whole black top, black nacelles, black wheels, red cowl. This is almost exactly how I would spec a hardtop convertible.
To you.
Yeah.
To you. And thank you for all the nice videos.
Absolutely.
You were the first YouTuber I saw talking about the
3LT. You got this thing optioned out, buddy.
Yes.
Very nice.
My ride.
GT2 seats.
Yes.
Stealth package. Very nice. Well done.
I listen to you.
So guys, I know this is a Corvette channel and everything, but AWE is very dedicated to the brand in general. They want to make exhausts for every car possible. That means they have the new Dark Horse sitting out here, which is, you know, from a Corvette guy perspective, it's not a bad looking car. I'll be honest with you, it actually looks pretty cool. The one thing I really like what Ford is doing with these things is they're maintaining the manual transmission. I like that a lot. I know these things aren't making huge power or anything, but it's cool looking. It's got a manual transmission. So AWE has one for exhaust development. So if you're a Mustang Dark Horse guy, be on the lookout for that. That's coming soon. Walking up to the door, this is the floor mat you're greeted with. So we're back here at AWE. Of course, this is kind of their pre-release stuff here. So I can't actually show you the back bumper or the area where the exhaust is at, but this is the car. She's up on the lift. They have the back bumper off for me still so I can see it. But I'm not allowed to show any of it until the actual release date, which is closer to the end of the month. So this is more of a little bit of a teaser, or pre-teaser we should say, because this doesn't release until about the end of October. But either way, guys, I'm super pumped to be here. AWE is always crushing it. And yeah, there's the car. You can kind of see it. This is a little bit of a tight area. Let's see if we can get a better shot here. Yeah, there she is. Yeah. Looking good. And here it is, guys, with the bumper on. Those tips actually look really, really good in there. I was worried about losing the carbon fiber tips, but these things are looking freaking phenomenal themselves. All right, guys, so here we are in the actual showroom at AWE. We gotta pull it out here, take some glamour shots. You probably saw the thumbnail, that was taken here. But the tips are looking awesome, guys. I am probably gonna end up maybe painting these things in here because it's a little bright on the black car, but it sounds phenomenal, it looks phenomenal, and of course you got that AWE quality. The tips are always black, so these are actually welded on. They're not adjustable from what I understand, but we're gonna have Jesse here in a second answer some questions for us. And yeah, guys, of course the car in general is just looking really good. We got it here in the showroom. Look at this thing. I'm so freaking excited for this car. And yeah, we got a little bit of a Expel signage there for a day that's gonna happen tomorrow, and it might involve a track. Yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's talk to Jesse, get some answers on this exhaust, some things that we can pre-tease, because like I said, I can't really show you too much with this exhaust right now because they're waiting until release date or launch day for a lot of the information. But I wanted you guys to know I'm here at AWE, I'm picking up the car, I'm gonna be experiencing this. I'm gonna have about 2.5 weeks under my belt before I tell you my thoughts of it. So this isn't gonna be a snap judgment, which is really good for you guys, because that means I am giving you an actual real opinion, not something that just kind of occurred to me. But yeah, I don't know, I can't say it enough. I really, really, really like this car. It is so fun to drive, and I have missed it. I've really missed it. It's only been gone for about 2 weeks. I feel like I've been without it forever. All right, so we are here with Sarah, with Jesse. These are the faces of AWE. When you walk in here, see, these are the guys that know they know the stuff. So I got a question. The questions we're allowed to answer today. How much does this exhaust save in weight over the stock?
It's about 15 pounds lighter than stock. The stock one is pretty hefty because of how they stamped those stock mufflers together. And ours are a ton lighter. Plus we have the X in the center, so.
Okay.
What she said.
Yeah.
All right, so I had mentioned earlier that the tips were welded on and you said that they are not. So I apologize for that. Explain to me how the tips work.
They're slip fit, so someone can adjust them to their liking. We technically have them adjusted similar to how the factory tips are, which is the center slightly offset from the outsides, because we like to pay homage to how the factory did a little bit, honor how they designed stuff. But again, if someone wanted all the tips in the same spot, if they wanted to offset them in a different way, you can loosen the bolt that's on the bottom, you can set them however you want.
Come here, let's look.
Yeah.
What we find is that a lot of people want to really jam them in there, right?
Yeah.
So, that's why we allow that adjustability. But when you pull it out a little bit, we get to see the AWE logo. And then also when you look at it from the side a little bit,
It's almost,
it
follows like the contour of the motor.
You can make them flush, follow the contour. Really, the concept of welded on tips, I know a lot of brands will do that. Like, we want the customer to be able to really, this whole thing is about customization, right?
Right.
So customize the tips too.
Yep, so the baffles, or what do you keep calling them? I say baffle, you call them something else.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
The
valves.
Valves, that's
Yes,
it.
the valves.
So I say baffle,
Valves.
Yes.
and every time I say baffle, he says valve, and I'm like, baffle, valve.
right.
But, so the valves in this.
Yes.
That was something that was really interesting. You and I talked about that off camera. I don't think I
did.
recorded you at all, but tell me a little bit about the valve system, how it works compared to the stock system.
So the thing that really stood out to me is that the factory, we noticed, designed it so the actual valve motor itself is offset from the piece that the mechanical valve is attached to in the exhaust system. So our engineers saw that. They were like, they obviously did this for a reason. It helps with heat, especially in that area where the actual physical valve is. So we have a CNC bracket. I think we got some B-roll. If not, we can totally give that to you. Of just showing that we did the sort of the same concept. The bracket offsets that valve motor so it doesn't get as hot for being too close to the valve itself, and it prolongs the life of the electronics. So I think that's really awesome.
You know what else is actually kind of cool about these is you don't need to go back to the factory or anything like that. This has a no check engine light guarantee right out of the gate. So you're going to install this system and you'll be cooking. I know that there's some concern out there about check engine lights after you install it. That won't happen here, and you don't need to go anywhere. Just install it and rip.
Yep, so guys, this is a valved system, or like I said, it's got baffles in it, but basically,
Not baffles, Justin.
basically it's going to give you the same control that stock unit did. You can close them up and make it a little bit quieter for your neighbors if you care. I do not, but they're there if I ever have to close it, and that's pretty cool. The one thing that, like she was saying about the CNC aluminum, it's aluminum, right?
Yeah, yep.
The bracket for the actual valves or baffles, the motor. It is a thing of beauty. Like,
really
I really hope I can get some B-roll from you, because I don't think I filmed any of it. I looked at it and I was like, my God, it's almost a shame that this thing has to be hidden. It looks so beautiful under there. But yeah, guys, so big thank you as always to AWE, hooking up the car. This thing sounds awesome. It looks way better. I'm like I said earlier, I'm really impressed with the tips. I was worried for a second because I had those carbon fiber things on my on the tips, and they look really good. But then I saw this, I was like, those tips are bigger. I like bigger tips.
It feels closes the opening really well.
It does.
We always want to just, again, like I said before, pay homage to the design of the car and
Right.
make sure we're enhancing it. We don't want to overpower it. That's why we're only doing black.
Yeah.
So it's gonna, perfect for the Z06.
Yeah. So tell me one thing real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like I already know the answer to this, but why did you guys decide to only do black?
Again, because is there any chrome on this car anywhere? We wanted to make it a little more simple. Again, to sort of, we know this is a Z06, we're designing for the Z06. We wanted to pay homage to the design. Again, we don't want to be like standing out. We want to be looking stealth like this is. They obviously chose not to put chrome on there for a reason, so we figured we'd respect that.
Well, chrome is an option on there. So
From
the factory,
But
yeah.
Again, there's no emblem.
Yeah, I agree. So
So-
then I'm not expecting you to know the numbers here, but I'm assuming the majority of what you sold for the C8 was probably black.
Yeah, it was mostly black, and this is one of the beauties of manufacturing in-house. Like, if the demand starts to spike on
Yeah.
chrome, if everybody's asking, I want chrome, we'll have a conversation about it.
Right.
We just felt like our diamond black tips were really the way to go with
Yep.
this super premium setup.
I will not disagree. I wouldn't have chose any other color anyway. I'm just
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just trying to cross the T's and dot the I's, so to speak.
Backstory. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good to know.
This particular exhaust is not called a track or a touring exhaust. You said it was something called.
It's a switchback. So we designed it to be valved. So work off of the Z06 features, work off of all those factory modes that it has. So it's not touring, it's not track, it's just the switchback mufflers, one option. Again, pay homage to that Z06, and it sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, like I said, big thank you to AWE.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks to Jess for taking the time, talking to us a little bit, telling us a little bit about this beautiful exhaust. But that's going to pretty much do the video up here, guys. So I'm going to jump in the car, head back to my hotel, and then tomorrow we got a little bit of a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the fun day.
It is.